Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. (3-0) versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Miami defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 7. Here's Levis. On the slant, connects with Davante Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. The Raiders had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Levis to throw it. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega right side. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They give up the middle to A-Chain. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Achane on 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Now Tua. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Levis. He'll buy some time right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Levis on third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to pass. Tua. Quick slant to Hamler. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Third and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete.
Buzzer, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Able to push his way through. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Levis back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Levis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd down, here's A-chain. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A gain of 8 and a first down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, Jacobs. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Levis now on 1st and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Second and 10. Levis looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Levis from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I just know defensively, when you see 3rd and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the first down line. Anything underneath will make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back. One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that first down gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And it's complete to Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 36 yards. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock. Seconds to go here in the first half.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Levis. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Levis to throw it. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
All right, fellas. One more time.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Levis to throw off play action. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Robbie Chosen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Tua to try again on second down. That quick throw there is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Tua now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage turned that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Levis. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Levis now off of play action. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action now. Levis trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. H.A. now up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On play action, here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They go play action. Here's Levis. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Second and short, that's a rundown. So it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Levis in trouble. Down he goes. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To a hit, and the ball is out. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Tua sets up to pass it. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. Now Tua. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Here's Tua. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. They've got his man complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 48 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Little bootleg here. Levis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Tua to try again on second down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out, and Levis tosses his third interception of the game. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, that don't die time. It's all about the vibe, like a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh, ooh. So let me know what you gonna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe.